Hey you guys, what is up? Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to sit down and I was actually just going to do a quick everyday makeup look. It probably takes me about 10 minutes to do my makeup in the morning. I've kind of got it down pat. But then I have a bin over here of stuff that I wanted to give a second go around to see if I wanted to keep it or donate it or throw away. And I see people raving about the Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealers. And I'm like, you know what? Let me do a full face of Catrice because I have the foundation that goes with this collection. I also have the powder. And then I'm looking around and I don't have a lot of Catrice stuff. I do have their Prime and Fine primer. So I'm like, I don't really have a lot of it. I'm like, you know what? Let me do my favorite drugstore products at the moment. So that is what we're doing today. Everything in this video is affordable. So definitely stay with me. I hope you guys are doing great. In this video, as I'm doing my makeup, I'm also going to be talking to you guys about implants. And I know a few of you had some questions, so I'm going to answer them. So starting off, I did a little bit of skincare earlier, but I'm also going to put this Bear With Me from NYX. This is their multitasking spray. I love the smell of that. It actually smells high-end. All right, for foundation, I'm going to go in with Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade 04. I will say, oh, I forgot to prime. I will say that foundation runs a little late for me. All right, primer. Sensitive Skin Primer from Milani. I mentioned this in my favorites video. This is really great and it caters to dry skin. So it's perfect for that. I just kind of take it and just apply it where I have pores and any kind of real dryness. And in the wintertime, it's really bad around my nose. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a second. We're gonna go in with this. I have not worn foundation in quite a while. If I'm being honest, I will do concealer and some cream bronzer and some powder and kind of call it that. This foundation is very liquidy. So we're gonna take this on a Morphe brush, and this is M449. And I like to just dot it kind of where I want it. And then I will leave this on my hand and kind of just press and then kind of push it in. Everyone does their makeup different. Yeah, this is a lot lighter. Which, if I'm being honest, it probably does match my skin. But I do like my foundation to be a little bit darker. And then I just go in with a concealer. So I know you guys have asked me about implants, why I chose what I chose, and why I did not choose the, I think it's all 4 in, I believe that's what it's called. And if I'm being honest, I'm already spending a lot of money, like a lot. And not only am I terrified having the surgery, but I did not want that many screws in my mouth. And the maintenance on those all 4s was pretty pricey. Like, you had to go in like immediately, and when you get clean, you have to get cleanings done like every 3 months. Like, it was a lot of stuff. So I chose out of that and got the snap-ins on the bottom and then regulars on top. Concealer, I have 2 that I really love. I love these from Essence. These are probably like my tried and true. The shade is a little bit too light for me. This is my favorite shade. It's shade 40. I'm actually pretty much out of this. That's how much I really like it. So instead of using that, I'm going to use my second favorite. It's Morphe 2 in the shade Peak on Fawn. I don't know why so many people hate on this concealer. I actually really like it. Again, a little too dark. And I kind of put it in those areas where I have a little bit of redness. Taking the same brush, and I just pat it and just kind of circle. So yeah, that is why I did not purchase those. And also too, down the road, I can always get them. It's not like that big of a deal, you know? And I wanted to see what I was comfortable with. I made a kind of silly mistake and I watched a lot of videos on those all four, and like a lot of people were saying, you know, like there is a percentage of them not working, and then you kind of waste your money anyway, so you have to go back to dentures. There can be a lot of affections because of them. I don't know. I probably could have made it work. But I chose not to. I'm happy with my choice, so I think that's really all that matters. And you being confident in what you're purchasing, because you are spending the money. I'm going to go into cream bronzer next. This is in my makeup bag, the Halo Glow Beauty Wand. Only $9, not very expensive. I also really love, mine is really beat up, but Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. And this is, I think, $6, so it's a little more affordable. And I'm just going to dab in there. And I will press it. And I kind of build this color up because I feel if you go in with a heavy hand, like, you really can't fix it. This doesn't interrupt the foundation. Just a really great product. Ooh, that would be good. So, I will say, the dentist that I'm currently going to, I was kind of irritated by it a little bit. So, I went and got when I got my consultation, I obviously had really bad pain in my mouth. And when I went, they prescribed me kind of like a higher strength antibiotic. I don't know why I'm like so blanked out. Antibiotic, and I used it and it really, really, really helped. It was so helpful. So I'm like thinking in my head, like, what can I do? I need, I ran out of it. It really worked. And let me pause a minute. I don't know what is happening. Anyways, they gave me an antibiotic. I took the antibiotic. It really worked. It helped. I've been off the antibiotic now for probably almost 3 weeks. And I called. They gave me a 24-hour number to call. And I asked for another antibiotic because my pain is coming back. My headaches, my neck pains. I can't sleep at night. I'm up at all hours. And my doctor rejected it. So I don't know if I should call the office or what, but oh, I forgot to powder. I need to figure that out because it is not good. I'm going to be going in JOAH Selfie Ready. Love the pan on this. It has like the lid. I always pour more out than I need. I'm going to go on my favorite setting brush for under the eye. This is a setting brush from Raw Techniques. So anyways, I am at the moment getting ready to get the rest of my stuff done for my appointment. So I'm going to hope for the best that they call me in early, which I don't know how that works. If anyone watches this video, if you can leave a comment down below. Like, how does that even work when they call you in early? Because they give you, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be like tomorrow, but I'd probably just answer my own question. Because I'm like, how do they give you instructions of what to do and what not to do, and then they call you in early, you know? But that doesn't make any sense, so. I'm going to walk into the doctor's office looking like, oh, where is she going? So the one thing I will say, and someone else asked on Instagram, is what am I most scared of? And I think the aftermath. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm literally going under. Like, and it's a general, you know, it's not anything crazy. Like, I will still breathe on my own and all that stuff, but I think that the worst thing is, like, in the morning when you wake up and you realize, like, what happened and what you did, that scares me. That makes me really nervous. It's where it's like, am I gonna, like, you can't go back, like there's no regretting, like, you know, and that makes me a little bit nervous, if I'm being honest. All right. Bronzer, going with e.l.f. And I take both of these shades and kind of mix them. All right. So that would be my biggest concern. And honestly, I'm really scared of waking up during. The only good thing is I thought about it, is I will be completely numbed. So it's kind of like, you know, but it is still really scary. All right, for blush, I have two of them I've been kind of going back and forth with. I love these colors for the fall. This is Flower Beauty in Spiced Petal. And then I have the Makeup Revolution or Love Revolution Blush Duo. So you get a beautiful highlighter and then this blush. Let's go in with this one since it's a little bit less expensive. I can do a full video on implants if you want me to, like, and you can just ask me questions below if you like. I mean, for me, it's kind of hard to focus on doing my makeup and answering questions. Let's go in with a little bit of this over top. Yeah. I do that and then I'm like, oh my God, I look crazy. I don't have a beauty sponge, which is awesome. Let's take my foundation brush and just kind of go over that. All right. Highlighter. I love this one from Essence. It's probably one of my favorites at the drugstore, if I'm being honest, because I'm not super big on highlight, and I feel this is just very minimal and like you're glowing from within. This is a great one. And then I have a cat hair, if anyone's wondering. There's another one I really love, but we have this one in here, so we're gonna go ahead and use this. This is in the shade Be My Highlight. All right, next we're gonna go, my stuff keeps falling. Next we're gonna go into the eyes. I actually have two palettes that I really love and I go back and forth with. This one right here from Makeup Revolution. If you are someone that loves nudes, you will die with this palette. It is beautiful. All the shades work very well. They all complement each other. I think this is a great fall travel palette. And then I really love this matte palette from Morphe. I think it just has every shade you can possibly need. And I love the fact that it has this white. So let's kind of go back and forth so you can see what I mean. So we're going to go in first with one of my favorite brushes. It's just a beige brush. And we're going to go into this kind of yellow shade and use that to kind of set everything. And before anyone comes to me or comes for me, I'm not a makeup artist. I just love putting on makeup. So some of my techniques might not be your techniques, but it's okay. I'm going to go into this white shade, and I'm the kind of person, I like doing this beforehand. I will kind of go up right here and then like blend it up to the brow. All right, we're gonna go into Makeup Revolution, and we're gonna go into the shade right here. And I'm gonna put that literally all over up to the brow bone. So my surgery is November 27th, so I still have a good month beforehand. I didn't honestly realize as well how many appointments were going to be after that. Like, I probably have a good 6 appointments after that. We're going to go into the shade and then the shade. And I'm going to put this in the crease. I think Morphe shadows are kind of underrated. It's weird too because I could have sworn, you guys, that Morphe was out of business and also Stila. And then I went to Ulta and I was looking at their displays, like where their new stuff's at. And then I see Morphe. And Morphe has a new powder out. I think it's called Wake and Bake. And then I look and I see Stila's like back in action. I'm like, what is happening? Then we're going to go into the next shade. And I'm going to put that just a little bit lower. And all over the lid. And it's nice that, you know, you have other brushes and you can kind of go back and forth. And brushes are, you know, I love a good fluffy crease brush. And, you know, it's nice to be able to have options. But you only really need a good 2 or 3 brushes in your collection to make a look work. I mean, if this is your job and, you know, it's something you do daily and, you know, you're not cleaning them and you need something kind of like to have more access to, that's fine. But over time, I realized you just don't need a ton of different brushes as I'm using the same brush. All right. We're going to go into this shade right here. And again, pressing down where I want it. And we are going to not go in all the way, just in that corner. All right, we're going to go back into this palette, and I'm going to go into that darker shade. I'm going to use a different brush for this, and I'm going to use another beige brush. Oh, I'm like, there's maybe there's not. All right. Making this a real dark look. I love this brush. Morphe has a lot of these pencil brushes that you can get, so. All right, next we are gonna keep this brush in hand, but we're gonna go into just a random fluffy brush and just kind of make sure everything is kind of blended. All right. Next, I'm going to go into like this darky brown shade and really hit that in the inner corner or outer edge, I mean. All right, then I'm going to go into this really dark brown in Makeup Revolution. And I'm going to put it on that brush. And I'm going to use this for an eyeliner. Then I'm going to take this brush. I'm just going to kind of go like this real quick. And I'm going to go into that light brown in this palette and do the outer or inner. Then I'm going to go into that brownie red and go right in the middle. Then I'm going to take that darkest shade and really press that. Then I'm going to take this brush from Makeup Revolution and I'm going to go into this first like glittery shade and I like to lightly kind of fluff it up the eye. I mean, this would have been a great matte eye as well, and you could have took this white and kind of highlighted in the inner corner as well. I chose to do this, but again, both of them would have been really pretty. I am going to go into this white shade as well. Love both of these palettes. I think they're definitely worth, I think this is like $9, 18. I think they're definitely worth the splurge, if that's a splurge for you. All right. Next, I'm going to go into e.l.f. Stay All Night. This is their setting spray. I do not have a brow product, if I'm being honest. Typically, I don't really do my brows. I will go in with the clear brow gel from ABH. So next we're going to move to lips really quickly, and I'm going to take Bear to Comet from Wet n Wild. It is a great liner. And I just thought about something. You're not even really going to see my lip liner. We're going to go into LA Colors Doll Face, and this is their glosses. It's one of my favorite glosses. I don't love the wand as much, but such a good shade. Next, we are going to go into mascara really quickly, and I'm just going to use a dollar store eyelash curler. I can't remember the name of this, but they only have one curler at the dollar store. Then we're going to go into a really affordable mascara, of course, Essence. Really love this stuff. I hate when you do your makeup and like a just transferred product. All right, you guys, that is it. That is my drugstore. My hair needs done. That is my drugstore look. Everything was super affordable. You can get a great look out of this. I love this little look for the fall time. I'm so mad I did my nails with a color from Believe Beauty that I really love. And they all dried, right? But this one won't dry. So I keep taking the nail polish off and repainting it. And it keeps chipping. And now this one's doing it. But all the other ones look great. Anyways, you guys. That is it for me. Sorry I did not talk too much about my surgery, but if you have questions, leave them down below. I would love to do like a whole video on them. It's kind of easier when you're eating and you can just, you know, talk and eat. But like with doing a makeup look, you want to make sure, you know, you're not looking crazy while you're doing your makeup. Also, wanted to tell you guys about this. This is so oddball in the video, but this is cinnamon honey butter from Walmart. This tastes just like Texas Roadhouse butter. So thank me later. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna clean up my mess and I will see you guys soon in my next video.